Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel, Greater Love. We are the Sakalas.
Join us on our love journey.
So babe, how long have we been married and how did you know that I was the one?
We've been married for 11 months now. We got married last year, 2024, 1st of June, which was a very wonderful day for me.
Yeah.
And how did I know that you were the one? Well, there's just something about you, and especially back then, the way that you carried yourself around me was very, very inspiring for me, especially in this day and age where, it's very uncommon to see a young lady carry herself with grace and in a good way. There's just something about you that, my attention just shifted to you, and yeah, I just gravitated towards you. I don't know if I would say naturally, but I just found myself, wanting to be close to you, to get to know you, and just want to talk to you more.
Okay, that's interesting.
Okay, so how did you also know that I was the one? Because definitely when I was proposing, you would have said no. So what are those things that were like, these are thumbs up, this is a green light? Why would you want to accept a guy like me back then?
Okay, so for me, like growing up, I used to pray to God, and there are certain things that I thought God that I want in my husband in the future. And for me, I actually even gave God physical characteristics, like how he should look, how he should be, and whatnot. Firstly, I didn't want a black man. No. I wanted someone at least. It should be showing this. Yeah. So I thought God, and I actually told him to say, if he should be the one, I want him to have toes. The toes on his feet, like my ankles. Yeah, so there's this ankle of mine, Uncle Chideshe, and this prayer point I actually shared it with my sister. Okay, I don't want to marry a wrong person, and for me to know that this is the man that God has answered my prayers about, he should have the same toes like my uncle.
That was deep.
Of which it happens. I have this toes. And I remember my sister telling me the day she saw you with slippers. It was like, your prayer was answered. Yeah. So I told God that, and I prayed for a God-fearing man, someone who loved God, because I know that my life, for it to be where it is today, it's God's grace. Because if we remove God, I don't think I would be here today. So I told him to say, I want a father figure, I want comfort, I want peace, I want a man that loves you, a man that serves you. And I described his physical features. He should be brown, he should have nice toes like my uncle, and so that is how I knew that he was the one. And his voice got my attention. Yeah.
Interesting. So, what did you say is one thing that you have learned in the last 11 months that we've been married?
It actually doesn't even feel like 11 months. Looks like I've been in this life forever or for a long time. Okay, the thing I have learned is, firstly, you need God in everything, because you're dealing with a whole human being that you've never known your whole life. They're from different backgrounds and whatnot, and now you are living together, and we have different habits, different behaviors.
Yep.
Different behaviors and habits, of which you need to now start to learn about your partner and whatnot. And in all that, I have learned to be patient. I've learned to be patient, and I have learned to cool my temper, cool my heart, because yes.
Okay. That's more.
Because I'll find myself in situations where maybe I get upset over something and whatnot. But if you get upset forever, you have no one to talk to. I just get over this house. So I just have to calm down and learn to communicate. I have learned communication. No, I didn't like communication, even from my father's house. I never liked communicating. And he told me it was important. Now I know. Cheers, Papa. Cheers. I now know the importance of communication. Communication is key. It's very important. It's very vital in marriage. And I've also learned finance. Me, I'm an accountant by profession in this marriage. I have learned finance. You know, it's different when you're not married. You spend anyhow, do whatever you want, shanshani. But now you have to be accountable. You have to make sure that, you know, if you don't have anything in the house, it's still going to be your fault. There's no more mom, there's no more dad to be your hero. It's you. So I have learned how to manage finances, of which I'm still learning as we receive more. I'm still learning, but I've also learned financial management. Yeah, and I've learned to love.
Oh, that's really nice.
I've learned to love more. Love past when he gets you upset. Love past when I've learned to love. I've learned to love.
You know, when you are talking about the temper part, you know, some people might think, maybe she used to get so angry and whatnot. No, sometimes it's not that my wife would get angry. Like, you know what, we all have those tendencies just to get upset sometimes. And sometimes something really small can just piss you off. And you're like, you know what, why is this person doing this? But like you said, you know, we come from different backgrounds. I might do something that I feel is normal, but because you are from a different background, you would see it as abnormal. You'd be like, why is it doing that? We never used to do this in my house or whatever. So I also have that, or I had that, or I'm still working on it. There are certain times whereby, you know, I would see something which is unusual for me, and I'll be like, but why is she doing this? But because we have God in us and just the love of God that's around this home, there are certain times where I have now learned to forbear, whereby I would be like, you know what, she's still my wife, and if it means teaching her, I'll teach her gradually. And also same with myself, I feel you also do that. It's not all the things that you have to tell me, say, hey, do this, do that. Sometimes you teach me how to do those things through leading by example. And that's one thing that I have really seen work, especially in our marriage. It's not every time that you have to, you know, shout. It's not every time that you have to, you know, point out certain things. Just by you sometimes doing that thing that your partner is not doing right, you help them learn. Because some certain people, they learn in a soft way. You have to be a bit more easy with them, relaxed, where you can, you know, show them how it is done. Because not everybody, you know, has that opportunity or privilege to learn certain things. So we all come from different backgrounds, different homes, and now God just gives like a plain paper. He doesn't give you a plain paper. He gives you something that has already been written on. So it's now you to erase the parts that you feel they are not necessary, and you to write down the ones that you feel are necessary.
Okay.